Alright, hello. Today we'll be looking at a floor 5 shop rob I did the other day. It's a bit of a low roll. There wasn't a shop on floor 4, so I had to take boats on floor 4 and then shop on floor 5. And my relics is a bit lackluster. I believe I had 6 stacks of bridge, so 60% external. No, 30% external HP. I had Children of the Walls, which doesn't matter, Medicine Sticks, which also doesn't matter, and most importantly, or it's not even that important, but the most major relic is the revolver cylinder that gives plus 35% external attack to range units. But in this case, it only really matters to monster. So for floor 5 narrative offer, especially if you already have Anas's Karma, which gives elites and bosses plus 50% external HP, you need a lot of damage to hold top lane. Normally, you would just have a good Silver Ash. You would put him on skill 1. And then you may need to use May for top lane. In addition to, obviously, Armia. Medic Armia is the standard top lane solution. And but in this run, I high rolled a death match onto my Silver Ash, so that's how I was able to hold top lane. You might also be able to hold top lane without deathmatch Silver Ash, but realistically, you need some sort of extra damage, whether it be adding an E2 May or even an E1 May, having a good Medic Armia, or having a good Silver Ash, or you could put Tachanka plus Silver Ash on there as well. This strat applies to not only for 5 shop rob with Anas's Karma, but obviously for 4 if your drafts are fairly complete. But it depends on your draft. You kind of want E2 monster if you're low rolling, or so if you're high rolling, then you won't need E2 monster. Yeah, that's just how IS works. You have to high roll in some department, whether it be the specific operator, some really good relic, or just having deathmatch hit the correct operator, or being able to take 4/4 shop rob. As long as any one of those factors goes to plan, then the run is fine. But if somehow they all don't align, then you are a bit screwed. But there are way more alternative ways to fix things. For example, just straight up not shop robbing on floor 5 and waiting until floor 6 to rob. You could have a lot of life points or shield. No, you could have a lot of shields to leak some of the cars. You could draft weird external drafts, things that you wouldn't normally draft, like Contrail, E2 Blitz, White Shoes Eureka. That's the tech. No, it's not. It's not a good tech, unless you have white shoes. You also could get stuff, buy stuff from the floor 1 shop, like Stun Bomb and Fog Machine that helps, or even Crane that helps your shop rob. So you do need to high roll in some regard. There is no, you can't relic list this, or you can't just 2 kings this on floor 5. You can 2 kings shop rob on floor 4 though. So something will have to go your way, and IS skill in IS is about adapting to that something. So knowing that you have to play into this sort of high roll or that sort of high roll if you're already behind. You have to, so if you're behind, you have to just hope that you get lucky, because you have to get lucky somewhere. And if you didn't get lucky early, you have to get lucky later. It's that simple. Anyways, play. No, yeah, I popped the deathmatch here. And then I take a while to decide on whether I bring another medic or Kiora. Kiora's purpose is to hold bottom lane. It's to block bottom lane. She doesn't actually do any damage, but she stalls well enough. So standard Surfer opening here. Oh yeah, right, I forgot to mention. This run has Ylis, so minus 28 initial SB, and 30% external H. Oh, I think I mentioned 30% external HP already. That is helpful, but it's if you're doing this on 4-4, I don't think you need the extra HP. But you need it for Kura to live one hit from the cars off skill. And yes, this is the unlucky variant. I got the cars. So opener with Ylis, you have to use Silver Ash skill 1, skill 1 mastery 3. It's important for Shop Rob for some low roll Shop Robs. And to open, we just Surfer into Stun Bomb into some form of just damage for the things. Because knocking them down isn't not enough, you have to also damage them. So I opt to go for Orbianus into Stun Bomb into Silver Ash. And as you can see, Silver Ash got the deathmatch. I was quite pleased. But I think Orbianus could have opened this by himself because his skill is so strong. Oh yeah, remember to retreat Orbianus first so he can benefit from the Silver Ash module talent. Deploy your lane holders. Elysium is completely unnecessary. In fact, he was actively harmful because he stole the deathmatch from someone who could have utilized it better. Surfer to ping at that dog. That dog is in a safe spot. It won't release any like flames into a relevant high tile. Use Ethan to stall for time, just so that we have a bit extra, like a bit more space when Cannot is at the bottom and we need to finish him off. Ethan is a bit unlucky here. He doesn't get many binds. Drop Cura. She'll be blocking the random Goonas in bottom lane. She'll hold well enough. Not that well, but well enough. She can block. And to hold top lane, since this is a low roll, we will need Orbianus to be on full duty on top lane. So we'll have him facing down so he can interact with bottom lanes when necessary. You can use Surfer to ping away at some of the machines on top if you want. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes you'll have to use Surfer for the middle lane boxes depending on your specific drafts. And there we go. Top lane defense is mostly set up now. You use Orbianus to stun Cannot and take out some of the boxes. Make sure you don't phase Cannot if your Orbianus damage is too high, but if your Orbianus damage is too high, you probably don't need to stun him anyways, because you have enough damage for the finisher. As again, Elysium is a fucking waste of space. So you retreat him. I was thinking for a moment there whether to stun the cards or not, and ultimately I decided on not doing that. The first cards I've gone on top, you just use Orbianus skill on them, and Ethan is meant to stall Cannot even more. It's not that necessary, but if you're low rolling, then I was like a bit paranoid. And so I was just looking at whether you should activate monster skill 3 then. And ultimately I decided to activate it there, which I don't think is that good. Also make sure that monster blocks one card and Cura blocks the other card, because Cura cannot tank 2 cards at the same time. She will die. She can tank 1 card, but she cannot tank 2, even with good healing, because 2 consecutive card hits just take her out. Unless she's E2 and you have some like extra HP relics and blah blah. And you're doing it on 4-4. And yeah, I had to deploy Mei on top lane because I didn't have enough damage. I probably didn't need to pop the Armia skill there, but again, I was a bit paranoid and I didn't have enough deployment slots to add in Surfer as well to hold top. I had King of Sarkaz here, so I couldn't retreat monster. So I'm forced to leak 1 Dreadgaz. Yeah, not the best. You could also just choose to leak those cards. That's also a valid option. It's -2, so you would like to have at least 2 extra life points for shop in case you get this variant and you need to leave the cars. So yeah, May's doing a bit too much damage. I wasn't liking that. I kind of wanted to retreat her, but you can't retreat her in the King of Sarkaz. Now, just waiting for the cars. Ulpianus destroys them on top lane. You don't have to worry about them that much. I activated Ulpianus skill a bit early here, so the second car is out of his range, but it's fine. Like, just remember that Ulpianus is pointing down, not left, because usually you would point him left. Or rather, I used to do that a lot. I don't do that as often now. And yeah, retreat, Narmia retreat, May retreat, Silverash for bottom lane holding. Preferably, bottom lane should not have popped Necrosis because Cura was just barely able to get her skill up in time. And yeah, just hold the cars somehow. You need a secondary, you need like a second DPS to somehow hold the cars, whether it be Ulpianus from top lane, or it could be Monster, or it could be Ho, or Crane Silverash. You could Crane Silverash and have him take out this wave of cars, and then crane him again to be prepared for Cannot. You need at least one Stoller for Shop Rob. You need at least one Stoller for Shop Rob because you need to stall Cannot when he starts to run. We just redeploy everything. And yeah, my damage is in excess this run despite having Anas's Karma and ending 5 and just not having a lot of relics in general. Ethan's really good. May's really good. Gray, I drafted him. You don't need to draft him. I drafted him because I was low rolling, and Ho wasn't coming, so I had to draft him. And yeah, easy finisher. Monster ignores Cannot's damage reduction when he starts running, so Monster's really good. Silverash skill 1 kind of has higher DPS than skill 3, not really. Yeah. Easy clear. Well, not quite easy, but you'll get better, I'm sure. Shop Rob is so difficult, man.